What's going on, YouTube? Jeff Williams here. First time here, I want to say welcome. If you've been here before, I want to say thank you so much for coming back. Today, we are going to go out to the swap meet. Free's on his way right now. And here's something about this is I've never been to a swap meet before. Normally what ends up happening is I take some parts off of my bike and then they are destroyed because I just don't use them. I don't need them. Oh, look at here. Here's Free right now. So this is going to be my very first swap meet. Never been to one before, so let's go check this out.
And very first time that I show up with a large, Jeff
Yeah, I am very happy with this right now. Normally when I get into his car, I gotta like prepare myself and squat and get ready to get in. Look at this. This is hip level getting into this is how you're supposed to enter a car.
Oh, man, look at that. Well, it's folded down, but big suburban Santa Fe. Anyways, yeah. So we are off to a swap meet today. What is it? The Hamburg?
I was going to insert the name because I can't remember.
Yeah, so insert name of swap meet we're going to. It's at the Hamburg Fairgrounds. I don't know who's putting it on, but I guess it don't matter. We're just going to go check out some parts and whatnot.
You heard it all. Let's go. Before we take off, Free noticed one thing.
We enjoyed ourselves that Friday,
So one of us has got to go change. I'm at my house, so I'm going inside to change. Be right back. All right, we're here. So as we're approaching the fairgrounds area where the event is held, there's a bike that's being loaded up on this bike in the back of this pickup truck. And I found that pretty interesting. So to start out walking up and seeing this at a trade show, I thought was pretty cool. So this is a recon mission. The reason why I'm coming out here to this swap meet is to find out the value of all the parts that I've taken off my bike over the years. How much are they actually worth before I actually come back to a swap meet and sell them for their value?
It's not going anywhere until I say so. Yep. It's not going to move. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, here's my very first swap meet. Let's check it out. There are some bikes that's actually parked over there for show.
No, actually, need a
Aren't you putting one of those?
I think it's like 9 inches wide on the...
All right, like I said, swap meet rookie. So as we first walk through the door, tell me if this is like every other swap meet or if this is different. It was $10 to enter the swap meet. I was too curious to know what goes on inside here to walk away from having to pay the $10, but I will say I was a little bit taken back by that.
Intake, that'd be nice. Intake. I'm sure I can fit that on there somehow. That's the last thing I'm listening
So the one thing I'm noticing, or the absence of what I'm noticing,
trying to figure out an attachment possibility.
you know what? I thought about that just for the if I had put a front end on my hammer, I just put basically the crash bars, and then I just had that in, just so I could have speakers.
They likely make the front end like some kind of fairing in the front. You mean?
Yeah.
And then have the lowers as well.
But even if I just got the crash bar there and then attach just to the crash bar. Oh, but to get back to what I was saying, the one thing I'm noticing is that I don't see prices. So, I was hoping to try to see what prices that people they're looking for such items, and I'm just not seeing it. What I am seeing, which I really do like, is a lot of stuff is new or very close to new. So I didn't expect that. So that was the first aisle of this swap meet, and already I am surprised in what I'm seeing. I did not expect to see new parts, new mirrors. I did not expect to see clothing. I didn't expect to see stickers. I didn't expect a lot of these items that I'm seeing right now at a swap meet. I thought everything was going to be old, rusted pieces, and a whole lot of old guys sitting around talking about them. So some of my misconceptions I've had about swap meets have just been wiped away, and the fact that this was not only a swap meet but a bike show was pretty cool. The paint job in this bike is really really cool. It's hard to see the purple flames or the like bluish flames, but as I go back on the other side of this bike, look for them. Those blue flames are just hidden in there. Fantastic artwork. There they are. Really really good. And I mean it's not picking it up on the video, but that was a really really nice piece, and I can't remember what it is that right now. But that was a really nice paint job as well. Um, Got me interested, so I definitely wanted to grab one of their cards.
I want to put handlebars on my snowboard. Full front setting. Practical at all.
See, I would never expect to see something like that here.
Screaming Eagle?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's a 96 cubic incher. That's what baby, man.
Now, as we start to get deeper inside of the swap meet here, this is the kind of stuff that I thought I would see. I'm seeing a lot of older pieces now. I'm seeing seats, I'm seeing windshields. This is what I expected to see, a whole lot of booths of items that were, you hit and miss if you might find something that you're looking for. This is what I expected to see the entire place. I never expected to see jewelry like you're seeing over to your left, a Josh Allen jersey. Um, it was just really interesting. It's an eclectic amount of display here. We got here a little later in the afternoon, so they had already done the judging on each one of the bikes, and the bikes were not all together in one spot. They were kind of spread out throughout the event center. I don't know if that was a pro, just to make sure you walked around the whole thing, or it's kind of hard to judge because everything wasn't together. But they did have some really cool bikes there. I would definitely say that. Another thing that I found myself, kind of surprised by is the number of women that were there. I expected this to be 100% a male thing. There were quite a bit of clubs there, but again, everything that's sitting out did not have prices to give me an idea of what I should be looking for to sell my pieces. And I'm beginning to wonder if it was designed the way it was, that the beginning part when you first walked in was all new parts, because this is kind of what I was expecting to see throughout the whole swap meet. A whole bunch of old pieces that you had to know exactly what you needed, and the person who's selling it to you has to know exactly what it was. I'm always afraid that if you do buy something, it's not like you can bring it back here, on Monday and get an exchange for it. So it always made me worried about buying something at a swap meet, which this is my first swap meet, but even at like a flea market. So that's more of my experiences at a flea market, and it made me nervous about buying things like that in case there are defects to it. How are you going to get your money back if it doesn't work out?
I don't know. Brings the left and right. I never knew the left and right.
My left's a fucking fuel.
There's another hallway which led to a room one-third the size of this one, and it had more of the same. There were more parts back there, a couple more booths were set up, but still, I was left with the feeling of not knowing what to do with my parts. What's the value of my parts? It was pretty cool. It was nice to get out and see some motorcycle stuff, being around people talking about motorcycles, but My purpose here was recon, and I don't think I got that accomplished. So ultimately, this was a failed mission. I went out there with one purpose, to get the value of each one of my parts, and I just wasn't able to do it. Nobody had a price tag on their items, and that's kind of what I was looking for, a baseline of what is mine worth, and then I was looking to even give it a cheaper price on that, just to get rid of the items. But I do want to get some value for it, so I'm just not willing to just throw it away or just give it away if it has value. So what do you do with all your parts? Make sure you leave a comment below. I'm desperate to know. I truly am. What are your secrets to getting rid of your old parts or your old pieces that you've upgraded? Especially if they're stock pieces, what you know people aren't really looking for. I replaced like lights and LEDs all around this 22 Road Glide Limited. So I have parts on here that are stock pieces that I just don't know what to do with. So make sure you leave a comment below. Make sure you hit that like button. Most definitely subscribe to the channel. I want to hear you say, I gotta be there, man.
Come on. Hey, I gotta be there, man.
All right, I love it.